Well guys, I didn't think we'd be discussing Verlisify 2 videos in a row, yet here we are. So, the video that we are going to be addressing today from Verlisify is titled, Pokemon Community is Actually Insane. And when I say it's 8.5 minutes of pure petty bullshit, I really mean it. Basically, it's him trashing on people that want Gen 5 remakes. That's literally it. That is the entire reason why that video from him exists. And judging from the like and dislike ratio, it seems like that it's got quite the mixed reception. It seems like there's a lot of people that got put off when it comes to that video, and gee, I wonder why.
More Pokemon community derangement. This time it isn't about cheating in VGC, but the Generation 5 remakes that weirdos desperately need because they're terminally online and they need to project it onto every piece of content that exists.
Yes, you heard that right, and that's just the opening portion of his video here, and can I just say, what an absolutely immature and petty way to start the conversation. You're bashing on people for wanting Gen 5 remakes and calling them terminally online, yet your behavior in this video is pretty much an example of what you're trying to project onto other people here. So we're already having some projection and irony here, which are typical Verlisify staples when it comes to his content.
So what happened was the Pokemon Twitter, they just tweeted out Reshiram and Zekrom, as well as also tweeting out all of the legendaries for Generation 5 as a part of the DLC. Oh my god, what do they mean by this? Sinnoh remakes confirmed? Well, all these weirdos are gonna have to wait because Let's Go Johto was already confirmed last month.
Okay, wait, hold on a second here. So, you think that Pokemon Let's Go Johto is confirmed because Pokemon tweets out legendary Pokemon for Generation 2? Couldn't the same logic be applied in the situation here where they're tweeting out about Generation 5 legendary Pokemon? Like, this doesn't confirm anything.
But because the Pokemon community has become 90% idiots that believe every fake leak posted to 4chan or Twitter and still can't cope with the fact that Wolfie VGC is a confirmed cheater.
Oh my god, can you just for once shut up about Wolf and stay on topic, please? It's getting really annoying.
They do not have the cognition to understand that this tweet does not have anything to do with Generation 5 remakes. It is not a tease. Not everything the Pokemon Company posts is some kind of secret veiled message that only they can understand. The narcissism of people that are terminally online, also insane.
You know, all of what you said just now could be applied to their tweets regarding the Generation 2 legendary Pokemon, which you said that Let's Go Johto was confirmed. Nothing is confirmed as of yet. Let people have their fun and speculate on whatever the hell they want. If it's something about Pokemon Let's Go Johto, then let people speculate on that. If it's something about Gen 5 remakes, let people speculate on that. But of course, once again, you single Gen 5 out because of your raging hate boner for it, just like Pokemon Legends Arceus. Also, that last bit right there is so freaking rich with irony. Terminally online and narcissism. You might want to check in the mirror, pal. And about that raging hate boner for Gen 5 and Pokemon Legends Arceus, well, it gets further proved with this next clip.
And that's how people are responding to it. Teasing the Pokemon Day announcement, the most likely thing is that this is a Generation 5 remake tease because they've been dropping Gen 5 hints now in their deranged mind. Means we're about to get the best remakes. And this is how you know, like, Gen 1ers, Generation 5 fans are just the worst, most delusional part of the Pokemon community, just like all the Pokemon Legends Arceus fans.
I swear, his personality makes the Grinch look like a teddy bear, and just listen to the rudeness and condescension throughout the video, all because people are speculating on Gen 5 remakes, something that is completely harmless, by the way.
And then the insanity gets crazier, because I called someone out. Just announced the Generation 5 content this is hinting toward, and I said, this means nothing. Yeah, they just randomly tweeted a Zekrom animation from a game that's due next in line. No, there's nothing to support that. So follow the remake pattern, sure kid.
Just like there's nothing to support your claim that Pokemon Let's Go Johto is confirmed either. And do you see the tweet in response to that individual? Saying that this individual has brain rot. Wow. Talk about getting mega defensive just because someone responds and counters what you're saying. But that's also another classic Verlisify staple, is that if you dare call him out, if you dare go against the Verlisify grain, he instantly gets hyper defensive and ignorant. And this type of repeat pattern behavior has been a thing for years now. He goes on for a bit to discuss the pattern of remakes when it comes to the years of release. Now let me make something abundantly clear. It's one thing if you have a disagreement and you explain yourself out and you do so with respect. Then okay, you know what? That's absolutely fair. That's absolutely fine. If you agree, great. If you disagree, well, agree to disagree. But you see, it never ever is enough when it comes to Verlisify. He always feels the need to add fuel to the fire with his negativity, his bullshit, his bullying, and just whatever else he can come up with to stir up a negative reaction. Like, make no wonder why the Pokemon community wants nothing to do with you. Like, you're supposed to be a grown-ass man in your 30s, and yet you're acting like a complete spoiled child.
The pattern is that Game Freak is unpredictable and has no pattern, but then it's also not a random tweet because of the Generation 2 stuff. Their response to getting proven wrong, I'm sorry your parents hate you.
Okay, I'll admit that his response to you was rather uncalled for. I'm sorry your parents hate you. That's something that is just really aiming for a low blow. However, there is a little something in life called karma. You get back what you give out. If you give out respect, you're gonna get respect back. But if you give out disrespect and negativity, well, you're gonna get it back. Case in point right here with Buddy's response, even though it was a low blow, and I don't agree with it.
That's just like a case study on projection right there. You know, this person like has a completely deranged take, not founded in anything. Their justification is also completely made up. They get proven wrong and just spiral into delirium.
Except nothing was proven wrong right here. This is all under the basis of speculation because Pokemon tweets out about Generation 2 legendaries and then sometimes later tweets out about Generation 5 legendaries. It's all speculation. There's no confirmation. We have to wait until Pokemon Day to get some type of confirmation from the big guns themselves. So he goes on for a little while throughout the video, cycling through various tweets of people tweeting out their pleasure about the possibility of Gen 5 remakes, and him acting like a total Grinch about it. It's like you can't even have any fun with any speculation whatsoever without Verlisify harassing you. I mean, that right there is just beyond petty, and it kind of begs the question, if I haven't already asked this, why does this video even exist?
And as we've learned with the Pokemon VGC cheating controversy, now that people are getting disqualified, Pokemon players just hate the games, never play them, and then complain about the games that they've never played. It's kind of insane. And then also, just, you know, some idiot says something stupid, and then NPCs just kind of parrot it. Crazy how Game Freak's last couple of games have been actual garbage, but people will once again be excited for the next product. Pokemon fans deserve the slop they get, even though the only slop recently is Pokemon Legends, and the only slop before that was Generation 5.
Okay, that right there is, quite the claim to make there, Verlisify. How does that even work? Complain about games you never played and Pokemon players hating on games that they never played. Like, do you even listen to yourself? Because that right there is just a big pile of word vomit incoherence. And there we go again with Verlisify and his main character syndrome by calling everyone that he disagrees with NPCs. Class act, Verlisify. Class act. Taking any opportunity he can to once again trash on Pokemon Legends Arceus and Generation 5. Now, I understand that those games are not 100% 10 out of 10 masterpieces. To some it may be, like if you happen to really love those games, well then there you go. They're your own personal masterpieces. However, if we're going to be talking about slop here, well, let's have a word about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet and their myriad of performance issues, glitches, bugs, etc. I mean, there have been times, documentation, and evidence to back up the fact that those games have had their issues. Now, of course, with that said, I'm not saying that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet themselves are slop. When it comes to the actual contents of the game, holy shit, it is actually really good. The fact that you have multiple main storylines tied together in one major one, the new Pokemon, the new characters, the Paradox Pokemon, Area Zero, the DLC. I mean, I could just keep on going with how awesome the contents of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet really are. But before I veer off into an unrelated tangent to this video, I just wanted to clarify I am not calling Pokemon Scarlet and Violet slop. Far from it. But the only thing that is slop is your video, Verlis.
And now everyone's just doing something that I can only describe as hate signaling, because that's just the toxicity of the Pokemon community. Christ. And then you can see how everyone in the Pokemon community is an idiot NPC, because this tweet came first, and the reaction was, give it to me, I need Generation 5 remakes. So on the first one, we're like, what? Why is there a random Zekrom Generation 5 confirmed, this is the greatest thing ever? So everyone that's like, wait a second, I'm not allowed to have an opinion until the public opinion is formed, and all of the farming engagement accounts that are just using these sheep to earn the small amount of Twitter revenue that exists, they're like, that's right, Game Freak bad. So bad actors set the narrative, these idiots fall into the narrative, and you can just kind of watch it shift in real time.
So we're getting towards the end of his video here, and there is a fair bit to unpack here, so prepare your Tylenol. Okay, you're one to talk about hate signaling there, Verlisify. Stay in your own kennel, will ya? And there's Verlisify once again throwing around name-calling like idiots, NPCs, I just gotta say, it's absolute cringe coming from you, bud. It's also funny that he mentions the words not allowed to have an opinion, where the only opinion that you're allowed to have when it comes to Verlisify is if you agree with him, if you put on your chapstick and you give him a nice big smooch in the keister, because if you oh so dare disagree with him and prove him wrong on anything, which is very easy to do, by the way, he will either insult you, he will block you, or he'll do both and maybe something else on top of that, like make a video bitching about it. Unlike you, people here in this community, they're allowed to have whatever type of opinion they want, you know? If they agree, that's cool. If they disagree, that's cool. But you see, we go by a code of respect, okay? It doesn't matter how much we agree, how much we disagree. As long as we maintain the respect and the poise when it comes to those type of discussions, hey, that's all well and good, man. You know, disagree all you want. I really don't care. I would love to hear from you. But Verlis, unless someone's wiping your arse, you do not like to hear from anyone. You heavily moderate comments when it comes to your videos. You hide replies that dare speak out against you. And you block people and run away with your little tail tucked between your legs because someone ends up hurting your big, fragile little ego. So the remainder of the video is stuff that we have already addressed, so I don't want there to be repetition here more than what there probably already is, so I apologize if there is. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that response over, and I'm really surprised I managed to survive this trek with you beast of viewers. If Verlisify's video happens to have given you the debuff of brain rot, well, hopefully this video here cures it. With that being said, though, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I'm just a guy with one opinion and one ass. I'd like to hear back from you amazing, beautiful legends in the comments down below, and give me your thoughts about what we have talked about here in today's video. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I feel the pre-workout coursing through my veins. I gotta get my crazy ass to the gym, so have yourself a damn good one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for your time as well in viewing this video. Be kind to yourself and to others, and I got that totally mixed up, but you guys know where I'm going. It's outro time. I'll see you guys next time.